Hello, welcome to day 6 of 21 days of breath work. Today we're going to talk about stress resiliency and our heart rate variance. So we have this amazing power as human beings to heal ourselves from the inside, right? From a cellular level and up. And by changing the way that we breathe, by changing the patterns of our breath, we have a host of options and opportunities at our fingertips. The stress response system in our bodies consists of the parasympathetic and the sympathetic nervous system, the rest and digest, and the fight or flight, and they both work in tandem with each other. And when one is executed, the other follows suit to balance out. So when we are needing to run for our life or to help someone in danger, our fight or flight response is initiated, right? It's a stress response system. When that experience has returned or become back to normal, we kick in our parasympathetic, our rest and digest. And there's lots of different internal systems that happen, internal things that happen with that. So what we're talking about today from a resiliency perspective is the way that we bounce back from stress. So when we're in fight or flight, many of us aren't running from the lion. Many of us aren't running into the burning building to help a family of 4, right? Many of us are creating the fight or flight response due to the way we think, our anticipated worries and anxieties. So in order for our bodies to bounce back from that, we have to build stress resiliency. And how we do that is with a pattern of breath called coherent breathing. Coherent breathing has been studied by researchers, specifically a book called The Healing Power of Breath by Gerbarg and Brown. And they've been studying this pattern of breath for a long time and have had extreme success with the results. So our heart rate variance is a measurement that we can tell how we bounce back from stress. And the more resilient our heart is, the better that we can recover. So how do we build that resiliency? We use the coherent breath technique. And essentially, the technique in itself is a balanced breath of 6 breaths per minute. It's the count of essentially 5 on the inhale and the count of 5 on the exhale. So with a slight pause on either end, we're essentially breathing 6 breaths per minute. Now, that might be challenging for many of us. Those of us who are shallow breathers or haven't really been practicing with breath work for a very long time, it's hard to take deep breaths. It's hard to elongate that breath. So what we do is we work on a ladder. And we simply work our way up. So today what we're going to do is begin with 4 breaths. So we take 4 inhale and 4 exhale. So to the count of, so we'll inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll exhale 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to increase it in this video, particularly just for experimentation. So you find what works for you comfortably, and then you build on that. So if you find that 4 is even a little too much, then you come back and you try 3. The idea is to balance the inhale with the exhale. So again, as always, find your posture, back straight, shoulders rounded back, heart open, chin tucked slightly under. You can keep your eyes open or close your eyes, whichever you prefer. I'm going to count with my fingers, so if you'd like to keep your eyes open to follow me along, you're more than welcome to do that. I'm not going to count out loud because I'm going to practice with you. So as always, exhale first. Oh, one more reminder. I generally do this with the breath in through the nose and out through the nose. There's a lot of amazing nerve systems that the air goes through. It's a cooling system. A warming system as the air goes through the nose and down into the lungs. So by breathing in through the nose, you're getting a whole filtering system. In and out through the mouth, we do in different types of breath work to get more volumes of air for oxygenation. So for this particular practice, I would encourage you to breathe in and out through your nose. So exhaling fully, we're going to begin with four count inhale and a 4 count exhale. Now, if you find it difficult, maybe you're breathing in and you're getting to a count of 2, try to slow the breath down. So the idea is to catch the breath within that 4 count, both on the inhale and the exhale. So it's going to take you some practice. So if you're finding comfort in that 4 count and you don't want to move into a 5 count, stay in 4. All right, let's begin. Exhale fully. Inhale. Exhale. Another reminder is to breathe in through the belly. Exhale, out through the belly. So the upper body should not be moving. If it helps, put your hand on your belly. So you're breathing only in and out through the belly. Inhale. Now we're going to move it to 5. Break this down. Now for the last 3 minutes, we're going to do it at 6 breaths per minute, which is breathing in and out for the count of 6. Okay, bring your attention back to your resting breath. Take a deep inhale, releasing exhale. So that, my friends, is coherent breathing. We're slowing down the heart rate, we're slowing down the systems. Depending on how fast you breathe or how in sync your inhale to your exhale is, you might feel slightly dizzy or lightheaded. If that's the case, you want to bring your breath back down a number. So instead of doing 6 counts, come down to 5 or etc. 4. The idea is to not make ourselves overworked on this. It's a very slow and optimal type of breath. So if you tried the 6 breaths per minute and you felt a little dizzy or lightheaded, just come back to 5 or 4. I would encourage you to do this daily. If this is a breath of choice, as we go through the next 21 days, we're learning lots of different tools. But try this on a daily basis if you really tend to enjoy it or find that it works for you. At least 10 minutes if you can. Obviously, 7 minutes is always a minimum. But 10 minutes or longer is what they're finding from a research perspective is very optimal to really build that heart rate variance and to create that stress resilience. So congratulations to all of you for yet again doing another breath practice today. And have a fabulous day, and we'll tune in tomorrow for day 7. Have a great one.